Tuesday night, get right. Surprised me, Mr. Davis. Well, speaking of spaceships, look at this. What a great gif. What a great GIF. All right, I'm milking this because we might need a little bit of a drum roll or something. New spaceship, folks. I've bitten off way more than anybody wants to chew this time. Let's check it out. So, yeah, look at this. I'm so overwhelmed, so confused. Exciting things are happening, though. We are now on the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again page on Facebook. Like, follow, hop over there. No longer streaming on my personal page. It's Hippie Fiasco Rides Again channel all the way. Tomorrow night, Ethan Hawkins is going to be live on the air from up in his home, and God, I don't even know where he is. Pennsylvania or something? So, as always, you're going to have a lot of patience with me because we're trying all kinds of new stuff. I got stuff that I've never even had before. I got all this stuff is wired in. I pulled the delay pedal out, the freaking reverb unit. I'll show you all this stuff. All this. I can actually show you with my phone here. Let's see here. What's the easiest way to do this? Oh, maybe like this? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. How about like this? Whoa. Oh, wow. It is flashing. I don't even know why. Oh, that's not quite working right, but yeah, it's cool. Why not? There's my Mel 9. There's so much going on here now. Delay rack, effects rack. This is wired into the computer. This is making those vintage sounds. Yeah, this is it. What show are you even watching now? Who is this? What is going on? American Night Owl. Well, a lot of things are working like they always have. We got some requests coming in on the Discord. I'm here. I work for you. And I got a 3, 2, 1. I could have crossfaded, but what? Oh my goodness! Isn't it your birthday, Root Beer? Happy birthday, buddy! Shouldn't you be at your party? Happy birthday, beautiful man. You beautiful, beautiful man. All right, let's see if we can get this thing going for the first request. I got a lot to figure out here, folks. A lot to figure out. All right, it's Root Beer's birthday party. I love it. All right, you're in charge. Whatever. We're here for you. We work for you tonight. So just let us know whatever you want, sir. We will do our dangdest to provide it to you. Whatever. We are your birthday minions. All right, let's see what we have, and let's take a look at the requests here. Now everything, I'm trying some new stuff all over the place. So you have to bear with me a little bit through some of this. As always, why am I telling you guys this? You already know this. I always think somebody brand new is tuning in for the first time, and they're like, what is this? and somehow I want to psychically tell them that it's not this. Ever. No matter what. There's 1 minute out of every 60 along the way, over the months, over a long period of time. That's it. That's Percy. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah, let's look at these requests again here. Silly Like a Goose, we sort of covered that with the intro song. Let's go right to Never Settle for Less. Is the 2021 set in the works? We're in the same place as always. I just moved everything over. I'm trying some new things. Same place as always. This is what I would see to my right. The shelves used to be right here with Evel Knievel on them and stuff. Now they're it's just ridiculous. This place is ridiculous right now. It's ridiculous. Still the basement. Discord up. Now that I've seen the golden highway, now that I've heard from the bells, now that I've had a real woman, I'll never settle for less. Saw with my own eyes a true magician. I swear she pulled my secret from her chest. Oh, I tried, but I just could not explain it. Now I'll never settle for less. The only trouble is the midnight melting, exploring the heights upon wings of excess. It's a long, long fall to the palace of wisdom, but I'll never settle for less. I heard a melody so sweet it made me cry. It felt to me like a caress that took away all my worries. Now I'll never settle for less. Now that I've laid in that river just one more day and I'll be blessed. I got too much love left to give her, and I'll never settle for less. wine spilling all over. Even lost my keys just leaning west, 'cause that's where I was graceful once. Now I'll never settle for less. No, I'll never settle for less. Nice request. All right, so you guys got to talk to me too. Let me know, how the new digs. We can move the cameras around. We can try different lighting. I have so many new sound things going on right now. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, there's just the routing is completely different. Which some things are one thing that I'm trying to do, which is particularly exciting for Friday nights with Lex and the whole other, is everything that's going into this Mackie mixer over here, I am now sending to one of the channels of my loop pedal. So whether it's this keyboard, woo, that's working. Whether it's that keyboard or this microphone or anything, the iPad, it could be, I could send any of this stuff. Right? I could send, well, thank you. Not only is it genius, but I could loop you. I could loop that. Thank you. Yeah, keep it coming. All right, all right, you're done. I'll loop it. I can just loop that forever. Not only can I loop this stuff, but I got it routed through this delay rack unit and this effects rack unit. So, I mean, it's going to be like Pink Floyd winter up in here. Who knows what sounds we're going to make. But it's just, my brain also, I need to breathe. I need to understand that it's not all going to work right. I hear this low buzz right now. If you're in headphones, you might hear it as well. It's like, but that's cool. Here we are. You can't be flying through space in a rickety ass spaceship and it's not making some low drone noise along the way. You know what I mean? But we can pad it out. We can mute things. We can and will figure everything out, and then we'll move on and take another bite off of unchewable proportions. Because that's what we do, folks. That's who we are. I love that everybody's asking where are we? We're like 6 feet over. That's where I used to sit, right over there, like 6 feet away. I don't know. Should we try some different lighting, some different camera stuff? Do we have any ideas for, I don't know, we can open up some music. We could record some stuff. We could work on the old mix. We should probably work on the mix of It's Not the End of the World. I feel like, that one, I really would like to massage that as good as we can do it here on the show and in the studio and make a little video or something. What I'm looking for, I think my wife and I were talking, and I think it's a really good idea. She was suggesting that people send in clips of new things they're doing because of the situation that we're all in, because of the pandemic, something new in your life that's a beautiful thing, something that you're doing differently now that you wouldn't have done otherwise, and take a little video of it. Send it in. We could stitch them all together for It's Not the End of the World and with our mix here. And, of course, if there's any musicians out there and you hear a part in the mix that you want to send in, just let me know. We can send you out the MP3 or something for you to play along to. So, we're making music. I feel like that's going to be a lot of what this show is as it finds itself. American Night Owl. Here, I'm Nathan Moore. Hello, welcome to the show. Middle of the American night. We got you. We got you. For those of you sleeping, you're welcome. We got you. We got you. American Night Owl.
just like my mom said today. It's not the end of the world.
Is that what she said today?
She said that today. Yeah, that was today's quote. I try to get a quote out of her every day. And that was today's pronouncement about something I was complaining about. And she put it in perspective for me.
It's not the end of the world.
So,
I got to write that down. I should write that song tonight. It's not the end of the world.
I think you should.
That's the song that should be written today.
I think you're exactly right. It came out of nowhere.
Forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Up storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Tell from here who'll be there when the dust settles, when we clear the air. All my friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cosmic magpie tie-dyes are everything. Tie-dyeing is when you fold, twist, pleat, crumple fabric, bind it with string or rubber bands, then apply dyes. This ancient process is not only alive and thriving today, but has evolved over time. And now, pioneers of the craft, Cosmic Magpie Tie-Dye is bringing the mind-blowing, beautiful results directly to you. Choose from their brilliant collection of already made masterpieces, each one of a kind. Visit their Etsy store and let the perfect one choose you. You can also send them stuff to tie-dye for you. Any light-colored 100% or high percentage cotton or other natural fibers can be tied and dyed. Go from this to this. Go to Etsy now and visit Cosmic Magpie Tie-Dye and get you yours. To Die For. That's a good one. I'll put that in the next version. Yeah, I had a gal, she was pretty as gal. She turned me on and turned me loose. Now she won't even be my pal. Silly like a goose. Silly like a goose, y'all. Silly you are, silly you'll always be. 'Cause the cure for life will kill you, boys. Gather round, let's make some noise. Everything happens on Tuesday in this town. I go to town and I walk around in the middle of the town. There hangs a noose, the hangman wears a black evening gown. Silly like a goose, silly like a goose, y'all. Silly you are, silly you'll always be. 'Cause the cure for life will kill you, boys. Gather round, let's make some noise. Everything happens on Tuesday in this town. Tried to get the train, it was a whistler train. Almost caught that thing by the caboose. Now I'm sleeping out in the rain, silly like a goose. Silly like a goose, y'all. Silly you are, silly you'll always be. 'Cause the cure for life will kill you, boys. Gather round, let's make some noise. Everything happens on Tuesday in this town. Oh, the cure for life will kill you, boys. Gather round, let's make some noise. Everything happens on Tuesday in this town. He had to have a cha-cha-cha at the end. Just had to happen. Boy, Salsa was making me nervous to my right. She was eyeing this. She was looking to jump up on these shelves that are oddly, temptingly placed in the middle of the room. She's like, well, how now? She was on that cinder block, thinking to jump up there, probably spin the world and then play with the mirror ball. That's what I would do if I was her. I would go right for the mirror ball. Him. It's weird. I do that old person thing where I call cats she and dogs he. That ain't right. Check out this new trick. Oh, what? Yep. It's all tied into this keyboard over here. This guy. Oh, there's even a sound on there. I miss playing Connect 4. It's been a long time. Birthday boy, if you want to find a challenger and hop in the disco or the speakeasy for a game of Connect 4, I'll do the pieces for you. I'm your man. I'm your Huckleberry. I'll do it. I'm back in my body, I'm back in. Back in my body, back behind my eyes. I'm back in control, I'm ready to drive back behind the wheel. Are you ready to ride off into a field, off-road into the night? Into the night. If empty's your well, if broken's your cup, well, I'm just back from hell, hell, I'll pick you up. Let go your hand here, I'll hold on tight. The light is a trick, let's go into the night. Into the night, into the night, into the night, into the night. It's still in the corner, it's still in the park, it's still in the morning, it's still where you are. It's still up your alley, it's still out of sight. It's still now shower, yes, into the night. Into the night. Into the night. Into the night. into the night, 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 into the night. I'm back in my body, I'm back in behind. I got it. I'm back in my body, back behind my eyes. I'm back in control, I'm ready to drive back behind the wheel. Are you ready to ride off into a field off-road, into the night? Into the night, 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 into the night. Into the night, into the night, into the night. Into the night, into the night, into the night. Into the night, into the night, into the night. Oh, there's so many cool ways to make all this stuff work. I tell you what. Woo! Just the tip of the iceberg. I can't wait till I really. Cool ways to make all this stuff work. I tell you what. That's a little unnecessary, I'd say. All right, so see now, where's that low hum coming from? Let me look. Let's look. Let's see. Ah, the loopy. It's all that sound coming in from the Mackie into my looper. Oh, but there's so much goodness coming from the Mackie to the looper. And there's just going to be more. I just want more and more and more. Oh, look at that. How about this angle? Bad hair, but still pretty fun angle. This is the Mackie here that I'm talking about. This is a really, really old board. This is probably like 20 years old. I should probably get myself a new board for Christmas. Ben, welcome to the show. Good to see you. So here's the Mackie, and I got everything going into this, and then I have it going out of a main out, which may not be the right move. I might have to look into this, going into my loop pedal. So anything up, but now I got it's a complete nightmare because I have to make sure I'm muted. Like right now, like this is also the Mackie over here for real, like good clean sound, like stereo keys and stuff like that. That's the far left button over here. If I cut that on, cut the loopy off, That's them sounds. I should put some stuff in my hair. See, when I take a shower before the show, it never works out because I look really good at the beginning because my hair is still wet. And then it dries during the show. And by the end, I still have like a huge bald spot right here. And the rest just looks really weird. Isn't this a dope playground? Aren't you exactly right about that? Isn't that so true? I don't know. How's this feeling? I mean, we can move this camera and experiment with different camera angles. There's stuff we can do. We can mess around. If anybody has any ideas, tell you what. Let's listen to a song from Ethan. Ethan Hawkins is doing a show live on Hippie Fiasco Rides Again tomorrow night. Be sure to friend us on Facebook. That's where this show is streaming right now. This is a debut tonight. We should crack some champagne because this is the first night I'm not streaming on my personal wall. It's all 100% Hippie Fiasco Rides Again Facebook page, Hippie Fiasco Rides Again YouTube, Twitch, Discord. It's all our own world, and the playground is a good way to put it. That's exactly right. Well, tomorrow night Ethan's hosting us on Hippie Fiasco Rides Again. I don't know what all he has in mind, but he did a test last night, and it was sweet. I'm excited. It's going to be sweet.
Went up on a mountain to give my horn a blow. Thought I saw my true love sing.
Talk to me in the chat there. Let me know what we should try out, where we should go next. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Got nowhere to go. Went up on a mountain and fetched me a load of cane. Begged me a jug of molasses for sweetness like a chain. Roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, boy, ain't got nowhere to go. Give me bread, pretty little girl, give me one sweet kiss, about to go and kill me dead. Roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, poor boy, ain't got nowhere to go. Possum is a mighty man, he rambles in the dark. Only time you know he's round when you hear old Ranger bark. Roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, poor boy, ain't got nowhere to go. One drink, mama give me two. Want another one so bad I don't know what to do. Roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, poor boy, ain't got nowhere to go. Stories high. Every story in that house was filled with chicken pie. Roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, roll, roll, Riley, poor boy, ain't got nowhere to go.
Check out this new online store created by the good folks at Trouble Muffin. ILoveNathanMoore.com brings you designs created exclusively for fans of Nathan Moore and the show Hippie Fiasco Rides Again. Each design can be applied to any of the merchandise, from all styles of clothing to coffee cups, tote bags, and more. Spoiler alert, I know what you're getting for Christmas. All the art has been inspired by Nathan Moore's songs and the limonist philosophy and profound silliness of Hippie Fiasco Rides Again. Take a stroll down the aisle and feast your heart on all this fun stuff at ILoveNathanMoore.com. I wish I could say it's not too late to order now for Christmas, but I have no idea. I would not know. I don't know what I'm talking about there. Only guessing. All right, Birthday Boy says he'd like to hear It's Not the End of the World Again. Well, absolutely. Your wish is my command all night. I trust you that much. I trust you. But yeah, we got the project open, and part of the whole point of this redesign of the spaceship is to have, you know, this be more of a part of the show, more of what we do. It's make a lot of music, write songs, record them. What better way to hang out? Of course, we can always get into diversions and mischief and talk about the current events and stuff like that. But this thing is ready to fly at any time. So if anybody has an idea for something that should happen in the track, from little ideas to big ideas, you know, like completely re-sing it, multiple harmonies, or just like a little cymbal hit right at the beginning of the second blah blah blah, or whatever you hear, if you want to experiment as we go. I actually want to look at my vocal at the top. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered. What, did I really just commit? I might have flattened it just because I was cocky mixing. Oh, there it is. I figured I would have saved it somewhere. Oh, wait, that's not all of it. Wow. Why it's not snapping right. Oh, I see. It's a lot easier to edit once you see. These are all the different vocals I did back at the beginning when I first was making this demo, and but then I flattened it because it's easier to fly things around if it's not a folder of takes. Oh goodness. We just had a light fall on the other side of the room. I don't know if it was salsa related or just gravity. I don't see a flurry of after scarediness. And there's something about the opening line that I feel like I might have sung it better. It feels a little, I don't know what it is. It's like sleepy or something. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Sort of like that first line. I don't like the remembered part. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Lately I've remembered too much. That's not bad. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online. Is online. I keep seeing such good people in such, and the only open window is online. I keep seeing window is online. I keep seeing such only open window is online. Open window is online. I keep only open window is on. The only open window is online. And the only open window is online. And the only open window is. It's weird. I hear a little crackling there, but I don't see why it would. All right, here we go. We'll just listen through, see if you have any ideas. Maybe the accordion at the beginning, just a little drone pad. Introduce the sound so it's even familiar when it comes back. Am I reading your chats here? I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window. Sorry, the vocal's really loud for some reason. It doesn't have automation on it, does it? Why is it going back up? I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've Wait, why are you doing that? I'm gonna do a save as in case we're about to mess everything up. It's always a good idea anyways. All right. Why are you going back up? I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. It's so weird. Why is it doing that? It's a bug. We found it. We did it again. We'll bring all these things to a halt. We will make you crawl, technology. I don't care how strong you get, it won't be strong enough. We will find the limit. We will find the edge. And we will leap and we will fly. because we are silly and honest, and we always trust our cape. Bring it. Might have to restart this app, though. Might have to restart that app. But you're supposed to be my glow. There you go. Glow. Here, watch this fancy. Wherever we want to be. God, why is it doing that? All right. It's got to be just a bug. I don't think there's anything that we could... Here, I'll select a different track, see if it still does it. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. I bet it was that fader. It's rusty. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Boarded up storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere. And when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Hard to tell from here who'll be there when the dust. It's a party now. Happy birthday! The air. All my friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. That is amazing. Pickle, you truly are a king. Oh, look at that, it's starting over. I like where the vocal's sitting now better than on the video version of the demo. Yeah, I have a feeling this knob back here was just crusty because it hadn't been used in a long time. It's a good reason to pull this stuff out. There's a master fader here. I can control all this. Is this working? I know there was one moment where I was opening Logic and the show started sputtering. But I don't know. There was a part of me that realized that I could maybe ask more. I was looking at it wrong because I had this laptop going over here. I had all these things hooked into the computer, and I was thinking that was taking the pressure off the computer, but in other ways, it probably wasn't. I'm trying to be a master fader, Darth Fader, on the good side. What would it be called? Boy, I tell you what, The Mandalorian, whew, it really did, single-handedly resurrect the entire universe. Fascinated with the whole story again, It's such a beautiful thing. Get rid of that. But don't worry, I won't do any spoilers, although it's killing me. At a certain point, we need to collectively make rules about things. I guess the spoiler alert is the rule. Like, as long as you give a good warning, spoiler alert, and give people enough time to get out of earshot. You can't just be like, spoiler alert, blah, 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 like, quick. That would be terrible form, bad form. You know what I'm saying? So, it's so good. Yeah, you do, Root Beer. If you're a Star Wars fan, there's no doubt. Man, there's so many loud buzzes. What is that? I bet that's the guitar, maybe? No. Oh, it's going to be this. Oh, my God. Sanity restored. Holy moly, you're loud. What are you doing? If you're in headphones, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, my God, that's so loud. That's ridiculous. If ABC was watching, I didn't get the gig tonight. They're like, holy moly, could you hear that? Blah, blah, hertz. Down there around the 2K, around the 500. Ugh, oh my God, I can breathe again. Holy moly. That is loud. I got to figure that out. I might just have to get me a new board. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy. But it has to be a little fancy. I bet, because it doesn't need to be on the road or do a big venue or anything like that. This guy's been good to me. I'm not going to complain. This is a very, very old board. This thing has been around. It has done so much. There. Of course, you'd be like, poor thing. You're a workhorse. Yeah, because you're ready. I mean, you're like, hey, just turn it up. Just turn it. That's what it said to me. Just turn it up. It's like, hey, who can argue with that? Who can argue with that logic? So what should we do to this song? Did anybody have any ideas? I might have missed that. Let's take a little stroll through Discord here for a second. Oh, we're still talking about The Mandalorian. Telling you what. Running smoothly. Yes, Weber? I doubt you were the only one laughing at that. I can't drive 55. Seriously, I suck at driving. See, I muted the Mackie. Now my laugh track didn't work because I muted it because it was making such a loud noise. That sucks because, it's harsh, especially because in comedy, timing is everything. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. What could that be? Goodness. Why? Why so loud? Wow. That is the best thing ever. I just gotta say. All right, so I'm not seeing any mix notes. I don't see many mix notes in here. You guys are just easily pleased. Oh, thanks, Swaby. Bruce and Lee are my daughter's cats. Bruce and Lee. This also has so many names now. It's just ridiculous. Should probably go pick up that lamp over there. That lamp's probably going to burn down the house. So I did have the idea of sort of hear the accordion at the beginning here. Hold the phone. American Night Owl. Yeah, just a real simple drone there. Maybe on the... It's been so long. Maybe just this end. Let's hear here. We're going in. God, I left that on. Whew. I apologize to my audio geeks out there that might be listening in headphones. That's horrendous. That's just terrible. I just lost the gig. Yeah, Just imagining having that sound going all night at a bar where I'm just sort of slowly driving everybody crazy. Fights are breaking out. I don't know. Whenever that guy does sound here, we have more fights. What is it? It's weird. Just a weird coincidence. All right. What the heck am I doing? Accordion intro. Accordion intro. Accordion intro, please report to the logic session. Accordion intro, please report to the logic session immediately. Oh, wait. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. I've forgotten. Hey, Dark Czar. Good to see you, buddy. All right, I need a little more gain on this mic here. Forgotten how it feels to touch. I've forgotten how I forget what these keys actually are, what notes they are. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Here you go, Tom. Check this out. If you're still in headphones. All right, I'll unmute it and then mute it again. You can see it here, and it'll line up at home. So that's without. And you can just look at the light right there. It would just blend in with stuff in an active room, but boy, once you hear it, holy moly, especially in terms of recording. All right. I should probably hear how it sounds, but I'm going to try it one more time. I've forgotten how it feels tell if there's the right notes. Touch. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. forgotten how it feels to touch. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Maybe? I've forgotten how. Am I getting too fancy, or do you like that? I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Hey, Root Beer, so no high notes at all, or simpler high notes? Trying to simplify it, it got trickier. It feels to touch. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Oh, hot tip. Oh, we're not even on that screen. But when we are on that screen, hot tip is, as I do these takes, they're numbered, and you can sort of see them, especially if I zoom in on them. Done 17 so far, but if something happens that you really like on a particular one, look over at the screen real quick and see what number it is and tell me in the chat. Like, let's hear 11. I liked 11. 11 had something. There was something spicy going on with 11. It was like some make it stop hot sauce. Number 9. Go check out the beginning of 7 and the end of 9. All right, let's actually. Darkzar says he liked the last one. Let's listen to a couple for a second. Get my brain around what's going on here. It's so magical how the high melody sticks out. It sounds like two different instruments. It's two different ends of the same accordion, but right there it sort of freaked me out. I was like, is that really good? And I soloed the accordion, and I was like, sure enough. forgotten how it feels to touch. Listen to 16. I've forgotten. Whoa. This one caught me off guard, it seems like, but I really love when when the high part comes in and the low parts, it comes in at a nice place. I've forgotten how it feels. Damn, I even like that. Am I crazy? You want to hear a different one, birthday boy? It is cold outside. We're supposed to get we're gearing up. Tomorrow's supposed to be a significant snow in these parts. We're pretty excited about it. Yeah. We're fortified, cranking up the heat tonight just in case. I hope it's not a lot of ice. I'd love a lot of fluffy snow. No ice, please. No ice. But a fluffy snow to watch Percy run around in would be really fun. I should take my electric bike out in the snow with the GoPro. Die on for my show. Just so I could die for my show. Well, I'll tell you something. I gotta hear it again. Right now I'm just eating ginger between sushi bites. Gonzo! Welcome, bienvenue, welcome, un cabaret. It's Root Beer's birthday tonight. Official. You welcome to the birthday party. Oh, my sound effects don't work because of the low hum. Yep. Maybe I can just come up with a new way to do my... I don't know. Gotta fix the low hum. There's gotta be a way. We can do it. Welcome to the birthday party. So we just added an accordion intro to It's Not the End of the World here. We're hard at work, as always, here on the porch, hanging out, whittling. You see some guys just sitting there every day for months, just whittling away at something. People walking by going, look at that lazy man. He's just sitting there every day. Then after the end of a few months, he puts it on the counter and you look at it and it's the most intricate, beautiful figurine with such incredible detail. No one else could have made that. Yeah, man, just sitting there every day, just sitting there. Nobody's just sitting there, sir. Ever. Anywhere. Nobody. I've forgotten how it feels. God, does anybody else love how it is a little awkward, you know, right here. It's like I got caught off guard and then it comes in strong right here, but I sort of love that. Is that weird? Am I wrong? Here, hold on. I got to stick the chat back on this thing. Workflow, kids. Workflow. It's all about the workflow. At 5, it's weird. Did I miss something there? Is that a mixed note? Or a love note? Hey, this is quite a birthday party you throw for yourself there, mister. I'll tell you what. I'm impressed by the people at your party. Yeah, let's really cut it down a little more here. Well, no matter what, I think I can take this accordion off for a second, because we got a lot of takes there that we could splice together. God, do we bring that in during a chorus somewhere? Oh goodness. Here, I'll give you a little more warning. How do we do the mood lighting? I need a mood lighting filter. I guess I can make this moodier. I've forgotten how it feels to touch the I've forgotten how it feels. All right, sorry. Now I'm thinking about the choruses. No, we shouldn't do it. It's too much. Okay. Any mixed notes? I'll be looking at the Discord. No matter where you're watching from, Twitch, YouTube, Hippie Fiasco Rides Again Facebook page. So psyched about that. This is the debut cast from the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again Facebook page. It's a new horizon. It's no longer on my personal page. It's officially a channel. Ethan Hawkins has a show tomorrow night on Hippie Fiasco Rides Again, the channel. Be hanging out in Discord at Hippie Fiasco on Discord. Watching it on Twitch, Hippie Fiasco on Twitch. Hippie Fiasco Rides Again on Facebook. Hippie Fiasco Rides Again YouTube channel. Pretty cool. Everything's nicely lined up for the 2021 takeover of YouTube. On our way to Carnegie Hall, where I will be playing with my band, The Audience. When you buy your ticket, you'll have to decide whether you want to sit in the string section or the choir, the rhythm section, all the way in the balcony. We are on our way, but along the way, there's songs everywhere. And this is our one today, and I'll be looking at your no matter where you. This is what I started out to say in the first place. Producers are like, all right, get to it. You know what's a cool show is West Wing. That's been my little. I always have something that I don't really watch. I multitask to, or my wind down show at the end of the night when I'm just trying to go to sleep. West Wing has been it for a little while. I love that romanticized version of things, too, of government. Speech writers, the writing for all the speech, I mean, it's the way they love words, the way they labor over the right words, how profoundly important it is, not in a not even, I mean, it's, partially in a manipulative sense, of course, but, with super, when the intentions are pure. I just freak myself out thinking about that part of it. But how could it not be about that on some level? You're trying to persuade, trying to be persuasive, trying to see your vision through. Nothing wrong with that. Trying to lead, inspire. Can't say you manipulated somebody because you successfully inspired them. Oh, you set out to inspire them. Well, yes, I did set out to inspire them. And there would have been wrong things to say in that regard. But what I'm trying to say, what I'm supposed to say, what I've been sent here to say is that no matter where you're watching, I can see you. I see you right now. And I see your chats. They pop up on the screen. They all pop up in Discord from everywhere. They're all routed to the Discord, Hippie Fiasco Live chat room. I see it all. So give me your mix notes. What should we do to this track? How can we really sell the chorus? How it feels. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh God, do we want the accordion there? Oh, it's not the end of the world. Damn. Guess we have to hear it. And myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Maybe not the same one. Oh goodness, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's not the end of the world. 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 It's a little I know it's loud right now. We're just having it really loud to reference it. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Boarded up storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Mission accomplished, Beans. That's good. Ah, sweet sleep. Boarded up store. That's pretty cool. What do y'all think of that? Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Boarded up storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere. And when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Hard to tell from here who'll be there when the dust settles, when we clear the air. All my friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the... You know what, Tom? I just realized when I went back to the control thing, you would not have heard that muting. I forgot all about that. That's one of the things that trips me up at getting my brain around all this stuff. That only affects me. And that's why sometimes there are parts of this console that you would not have heard that muting. I forgot all about that. So really, I didn't fix it back then. I just fixed it by switching the inputs entirely to mic. Too much information, but there you go. So I'm sort of loving the accordion in the choruses. I feel like I would completely miss it if it wasn't there anymore. And I think it's good enough, the version that we got. What do you think? Now, I want to know what you think, even though I think when we started, when people started doing that, that was the beginning of the end. It's right up there with ask your doctor about this medication. That was the first sign that the beginning was near. Ask your doctor about this medication. I'm like, why? He tells me what to do, right? I go to him because he knows, or her, because they know what's wrong with me and can give me the stuff to fix me. Why am I going to ask them about a medication I saw on TV? It doesn't even make any sense. But the next thing you know, the newscaster's looking right at me going, I want to know what you think. Like, oh, wait a second. This is some new version of the same thing. It's the end. It's over. Here we go. You want to know what I think? Why? You're the news. You're supposed to tell me who, what, when, where. But you want to know what I think. Really. We're going there? We're going there. And for a while, it wasn't so bad, because, I mean, when I was a kid, everybody was still terrified and terrible on TV. So even if they wanted to know what we'd think, we'd scream and run and hide when they really asked. But oh no, not these days. Hell no. Some people did not see these things as a sign of the end. Some people ran to their doctor with a list of medications to inquire about. Some people got really good at being on camera. And when the TV said, "We want to know what you think," well, by God, we heard. We got it. We got it. And here we go. Oh man, we might have to try. How it feels to touch. We might have to at least try this nice high. I miss those high parts, but maybe for the double chorus for the final one, can we at least do that? This is still America, isn't it? Can we at least do that? Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too intro-y. Oh, thanks, Amy. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I stuck it on a folder. Whoops. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Trying to get fancy. End of the world. Hey, Beth. Oh, it's not the end of the world. I wish I could play fiddle. It's not the end of the world. Somebody would have to send us the fiddle. Ethan can play some fiddle. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Ooh, banjo. It's not the end of the world. Whoa. How about that? Oh, man, my headphones are so loud. But what about that swell? That was swell. What a swell. It's not the end of the world. Oh man, that's some Hollywood right there. That's gold right there. Check that out. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Holy moly. Nice final chord. I'll tell you what, birthday boy. That banjo has not been played in a long time. We're going to have to... If it has 5 strings on it, though, I'd say. Could you hear that? That final little swell? Hollywood. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I can still hear the click through my headphones. So unprofessional. That's all right. ABC doesn't in the record label anyways. Yeah, the banjo has to face the wrong way because the tuning pegs on it, it would be, the weight of it would then be on its tuning pegs. It doesn't want that. God, I love that banjo. When I first got that banjo, I played nothing but that banjo for a couple of months. Wrote so many songs on it. I was like, this is who I'm supposed to be. I was put on this earth to play this banjo. This is my sound. This is my sound. I've always been looking for my sound. You know, everybody has their sound. Who doesn't have their sound? Their sound. It's like, oh, there it is. Banjo. Pull rabbits out of my banjo. Percy Boyd, here I go. I tried to hop the next train. Daggone thing was going too fast. Tell you what. American Night Out. Good night, good night. Hey, everybody, did that move make it stutter? Did it sputter when I put the Pickle's new animation over top? Tell me it's smooth.
Well, hello! You are watching a show on the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again network, which pretty much makes you one of the coolest people on the planet. On Tuesday and Thursday nights, we have American Night Owl with Nathan Moore. It comes on at 1:30 in the morning on the East Coast. That's 10:30 at night on the West Coast. And it's really cool. On Thursdays at 8, we have OK Google It with Mr. Moore, that's Nathan's dad. It's really fun. It's a trivia game show that you can play from home. The first right answer in the chat gets the points, and the winner wins some Taos Hum hot sauce. It is so much fun. You gotta check that out. And then on Friday nights at 11:30, we have the Whole Other performing live right here on the channel. Lex Park and Nathan Moore do long exploratory versions of Nathan's songs, and it's pretty much unbelievable. You really gotta check it out. That's the lineup so far, but I'm sure new shows will be added in the future. Be sure to click subscribe to the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again channel on YouTube, and click that bell so you get notified whenever there's a show.
That's right. Get yourself a fried pickle hot dog. Get yourself a corn pickle hot dog. Fried corn pickle hot dog right here at the county fair at the Expo Land 2020. Come on down. Get yourself your very own fried corn pickle hot dog. Here you see the delicate task. We make sure that each one fits in just like it should. Yum, yum, yum. Come on down and get you some corn pickle hot dog. So I don't think this song is going to want just a banjo all the way through. This guy is so rusty. Frickles. Oh. So have a moment of silence for Frickles. Yeah, I'm sure there's people out there eating Frickles right now. It's not like they're dead, but for us that can't eat them. To Frickles. A little bit. Those are so good. That's probably why I haven't tried to make them myself. I should try to make them myself. I make pickles. I make a mean pickle. We are living off the pickles. I make really good pickles. Mama taught me. Fry those things up. Drudge it in some cornmeal, some eggs. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I gotta go. I'm thinking we don't probably want just banjo picking through it, right? but I'll go ahead and I'll play one time through it, and we'll see where we like it. Now I got my nails here, but I also got some finger picks here, so they both are very distinctively different. So I might have to try both. But let's see. I'll just play top to bottom once, and we'll see where it works in the song and where it doesn't, or see if any ideas come out. I've never played banjo to this. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I remember too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind, and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. I already know I like that part the best so far. Let's see. Oh, it's not the end of the world. All right, let's just see what happens. Daggone accordion's really loud. How it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Boarded up storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's hard to tell from here who'll be there when the dust settles, when we clear the air. All my friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic, on the Titanic. The musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. 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 That's fun. I guess I should just do it again. Or should I just listen and pick out the nice parts? That's what Brian would do. He'd take one nice part. It's so tough. Usually when I do another take, I'm like, all right, let's get fancier. And I get away. I mess it up. Oh, Ben says the banjo is sweet. Swaby says about nailed it on the first go. I mean, really what we wanted to do is just to work, not to like stick out as a nice part necessarily. So I don't want to get too into it. There is no me to do. I have no me. That was when the accordion was so loud. like that root beer. Adds a hint of optimism, he says. That's a beautiful way to put it. Saved. All right, let's see. Let's sit it in the mix. Sit it in the mix a little bit here. Let's see here. It is nice once it's not a folder anymore and it's just one flat file. You can just fly it around, change the gain of it like that. Oh, I'm trying to... Oh, I just gotta... by the way, I gotta say, just to fill y'all in, behind the scenes here, I was really into that take. And there were moments where I was getting swept away a little sentimentally. And I was digging that. I was feeling that. And I would look down, sort of like, you know, hang my forlorn head and see this every time. I mean, it sort of killed the mood, if I'm being honest. If I'm being completely honest. There was the first time I was like, that's funny. The second time I was getting swept away, I opened my eyes, and that's the first thing I saw. And I was like, oh, come on, Nathan. My goodness. Yep, true story. That happened. That's welcome to my world. All right, we're going to want some compression on this banjo. You know why I say that? Because look at that. Look at those peaks and valleys. Look how much difference there is between the peaks and the valleys. That's when you know you're going to probably want some compression. Occasionally, maybe not. This, on the other hand, you know, I mean, maybe just a little bit, but yeah, definitely want to throw some on that. I like this guy because it's just straight up. Oh, you want compression? Just one knob. You just decide how much compression to give. You don't have to pick the ratio. You don't have to do it 4-to-1 or whatever. You don't have to set the attack points or any of that stuff. You just make the needle move. I like, you know, a lot of times sort of aim for the 5, around a 5 dB reduction. So you know it's doing something. You know, all compression is basically doing is on those peaks. When it hits a peak, it'll cut it down a little bit. Just squeeze it. Nope. Oh, too loud. And then it doesn't do anything to the little parts. So they can just be their full selves. But if you're one of these big old peaks marching around trying to own the places, it'll just slap you down. Let's send it to its room. A little reverb. Just a little. Good call, birthday boy. Why are people so beautiful and brilliant on their birthdays? It's just almost every time. Remember, however many years old you are, that's how many days you get to celebrate. So our goal is to become 356 years old. Mission accomplished. Then we're done. Then I'll tell the TV what I've been thinking. I'll ask my doctor about that medication I've been thinking about. That stuff looks good. All right, now I'll set it down in the mix. There's some EQing I want to do there. Send it. All right, call me crazy. I'm going to send it to the delay a little bit. Here's a lot. Just like it's bouncing off the concrete walls, you know, we're down there in the giant drains of the city. much. True, Kendi. True. I knew I was talking smack. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind. Alright, so it doesn't need those banjo strums right there. I don't know if it needs any banjo at all, but maybe a softer rolling pick. Maybe I need to do a softer version. Cut it up so I play a little more timidly. Too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Boarded up storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere. And when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Well, that sounds nice in there. That's a nice chorus. My grandma would say, oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. That just works. Too much there, too much. I just need to cool my jets, except for the choruses. There's bongos in there already. You're hearing them. My friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. That's sort of nice. It's not the end of the world. You know, it's actually a really common occurrence when you're recording to. I learned this in the studio once. I was like, all right, we need something that goes something. And what had happened was, you know, when you're adding instruments, a lot of times some instruments will their harmonics will come together in such a way that produces these tones that are pretty mysterious. And it's the mix of all the sounds, and people that really know what they're doing know how to milk that to the nth degree. The stuff Brian does with the simplest things is mind-blowing, but it can create phantom sounds. And so, like, the things I was wanting to add were stuff that was actually magically sort of already there. And I just wanted, and I knew we hadn't played that, so I was like, just figured I was just hearing it so clear in my head. Like, I know what we should do, a thing that goes like this. And often it's something buried in there, or something that you're already hearing. It's something that's already there that you want to add in a really cool way. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Man, it's not the end of the world. I'm loving the banjo on the choruses, I gotta say. Seems it's a little distracting in the verses, but I think I should do another pass where I just chill out a little bit in the just do it steady. Nothing too fancy, just a little. Like that. Just steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Here we go. How it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. 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 There's some moments in there, but I'm going to do it again. Forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Settles when we clear the air. All my friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Did y'all hear that thing I found at the end? That was pretty sweet. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I like that. Yeah, just save it right there for the end. Goodness. When it just turns the bounce back on its bottom. Back on its little bottom. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Thanks for sticking with me, Kendi. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Man, I was definitely zenning out in a lot of moments in that take. Can't tell if there were the beginning still. There's something to discover at the beginning, I think. How it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. I like having that D hanging in the solo. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. still they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. 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 It's not the end of the world. What did I do at the beginning last time? I didn't mean to play the whole way through. I just got swept up. It's sort of nice. What is it? So close. I've forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered to... Does that work? I gotta catch up with the chat. I'll catch up here in a sec. How it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is on the line, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. So they'll probably survive, they'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic, on the Titanic. The musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Man, well, there's probably too much information in there now to go through. Goodness gracious. We need some ginger. This sushi's strong. We need some ginger. Boy, I had some fun in the solo section. I know I stomped all over it and I'll never be able to use it. But there was a moment there where I played like I'd never played before. I'll show you where. Right there. Here it goes. couple moments right in there. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't fit. Little moments. I don't know where... Root Beer, I'm trying to find our Prime collaboration here, but I can't remember what I called it. God, you'd think it would be Flag Decal, but I didn't call it that, apparently. Apparently, I did not call it that. What did I call it? We need the sushi. I need to cut that down. We need a little bite of sushi before we... a little bite of ginger before we take one last bite of this sushi before I let you guys go. I have to go to the bathroom anyways. But what video should we watch? What kind of thing should I be grabbing here? I thought I could grab that flag decal quick on the fly like that, but there's no flag. Maybe it didn't survive the move. Maybe I didn't call it that. I probably didn't even call it that. Oh, goodness. There's so much cool stuff in here. Let's just grab something randomly. It's going to be fun.
I love America. Let me repeat this. I love America. I love hair in the breeze, 70 degrees, palm trees and SD. I love pokies and OB. I love this freedom that I breathe. I love this life that I lead. I love thrift stores and vinyl archaeology. Digging in crates for 70s gems, the wind through my window, a pen in my afro. I love getting drenched by sound showers, the power of Jimi Hendrix ripping purple haze 75 miles per hour down this twisting highway. When the sun greets the day until it sinks into waves, I love the people, all shades of skin, the true beauty's within. I love this world like my kin, I'll turn enemies to friends. I love the music that breathes with its kick drum heartbeat when it speaks in the evening, weaving the fabric that holds us together through all kinds of weather. I love the scenery evolving on into the ever. Crimson canyons layered with mystery and history. The red rocks reminding me of ancient mystic entities. The clear blue waters of a mountain stream running underneath massive aged sequoia trees. The bayou-soaked humidity of the southeast. 90 degrees and sticky like molasses. I spent years on this road with rose-tinted sunglasses. Mapping the vastness which exists in my heart. I love the full moon above which illuminates the dark. I love Central Park and its rusted fall bloom. Blooming flowers in June and extensive sand dunes. I love being in tune. Surrendering to the flow of surroundings, astounding, pounding visuals in the peripheral. I love the miracles which cooperate to make this exist. It's bliss when I'm kissed by these waves of sensation, inhaling this chaos to exhale liberation. I love underground hip-hop exploring equations. Like listening to Black Star in my burgundy car, racing alone in my Mission Hills home. I love the quantum truth speakers, youth teachers, young urban preachers with abstract features like Aesop rock, unorthodox style, reminded of miles of instrumentation, Miles of Davis blowing Oasis, just blowing out desolation and blowing out pavement. I love Abbie Hoffman and his Woodstock Nation. I love America. Elegant like Ellington, abstract as Eiler. It's laughing hysterically at old Richard Pryor. America is Coltrane, it is pleasure and pain. It's a high school memory of Prince Purple Rain. America is Mingus, Guthrie, Langston Hughes. America is barbecue, America is blues. America is city lights, America is monk. America is rock and roll, rhythm and funk. Saxophone solos so full of soul like Sly Stone's family with so many tones. It's Gil Scott-Heron on the roof reading poems. It's knowing the side streets and the quickest route home. It's Sam Cooke with the gospel giving me chills. It's a young Aretha Franklin making time stand still. It's Afrocentrism, black culture with wisdom. It's late 60s hippies, no belief in a system. It's Berkeley students and Panthers hand in hand on a mission. It's the moment when Maya told me why caged birds sings. It's the time Jane's Addiction said all now with wings. It's Henry David Thoreau and civil disobedience. It's your grandmother's cooking with the secret ingredients. It's an Amanda Ziller action thriller. It's a silent killer with a violent filter. It's being blazed on the PCH winding road on a summer day. It's me adjusting the level and raising the treble on a Murder City Devil CD going 60 on a meandering road as the cold wind blows through my windows around Lake Tahoe on the way to the show, arriving in the nick of time. It's a nick or a dime in Washington Square Park. It's a freestyle rhyme in a back parking lot. It's the drum circles echo just before the dark. It's the brush and the paper, the mother and father of art. It's the rhythm that's pounding
within all our hearts that are steadily beating and changing like seasons, I pledge allegiance to reason and allegiance to equals. Not allegiance to these demons deceiving our people. As we live through this golden age of misinformation, state-run media is on the local station, pandemic hits home, president takes a vacation to make Twitter rants about his victimization, to work on his golf swing while a nation can't breathe, to talk about ratings while a nation can't grieve, to push fake cures until a nation drinks bleach, alternative facts fill an abrasive blank speech, spin the wheel of misfortune brought to you by climate change. Did you get California flames or New Orleans hurricanes? And the economy is broken unless your occupation is digging graves for the greatest generation. And today we've managed to mock education as if knowledge were flaw, and I'm still in awe of a criminal giving me lectures on law and order. When chaos and disorder is all this man knows, caging children at the border is how low we will go. But that was the dawn of this social limbo. There's good folks on both sides. A young woman dies, Nazis taking joy rides and marching with fire. Rest in peace, Heather Heyer. So you don't want us to take to the streets, suggest we find ways to protest peacefully, but you didn't take kindly when we took to one knee. In fact, you took to one knee and you placed it on our necks and you held it there for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Try holding your breath, see how far you can get with freedom, the one goal at the end of all of this. See freedom and diversity make America great, not ranting and raving, division and hate, not turning our streets into a police state and blaming your successor on what you created and blaming your predecessor for a disease devastating, wielding fear as a weapon to mobilize a base, fear of unknown things that they'll never face, fear of a woman's rights, fear of a race, fear of a future that changes we'll make, fear of moving forward, fear of evolution, fearful of science, fear this revolution, cause revolution's coming and it will be televised. You'll have to watch it on Fox with your eyes open wide, because the future moves forward, that's the trajectory of time, and your campaign slogan's about looking behind. Your pandemic response was to turn a blind eye, to turn a deaf ear when they speak of the dying. It is what it is, your relief to those crying. You managed to politicize the disease as if COVID-19 cared what you believed in, as we clutched to our chests saying we couldn't breathe. George Floyd, rest in peace. This is the year of short breath, and my 2020 vision sees nothing ahead. America is wounded and inching towards death, but this is our land, so we stand up for it. And if you think patriotism stops at waving the red, white, and blue when the red, white, and blue lights flash behind you, if you're black, then you're scared because there's a black and blue bruise on your mind from the phantom batons that they've used to beat down your soul since it set foot in new sand, from slavery's shackles to the cuffs on your hand. And you vote and you hope and you plot and you plan and you work and you sweat and you live for this land and you do what it takes to make it good as you can. And you'll bend till you break for the sake of your family. And you speak out against the atrocities you see, and you're willing to die in the streets for beliefs. That's patriotism. Not waving a flag for some misguided vision. Rooted in division. America is fading past my recognition, and I love America, just not your rendition. Where the emperor sits naked on his golden throne, and we film a mass shooting on a cellular phone, and we don't even blink because we're numb to our bones, and the cyclone of news is the way the wind blows, and we still don't need a weatherman to know. And we may be isolated, but we're never alone. We'll braid our voices in the streets into a beautiful poem. And I look at every face and see a rainbow of tones. I love America, won't let it sink like a stone. And you may yell at me to leave, but this is always my home.
American Night Owl.
Well, hello friends, thanks for tuning in today. Today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to chill hard in the Swedish countryside. Thanks for tuning in, friends.
And here I am talking about how this night seemed to go without a hitch. For so many new things tried, we tried a lot of. This is a whole new situation, folks. Seems to be a little dark over here, but that's sort of good on the chats. It sort of helps highlight the chats. I don't like it descending into chaos back there. Maybe I can clean that up somehow. I don't know. There's other camera angles too. There's all kinds of stuff that we can try. Now that I'm facing out into the room as opposed to being up against the wall. See, before I was facing that wall over there, and that was as far back as anything could go. Any cameras or lights, the wall was my barrier. So everything had to be this close. This camera, I could move it, I could move it back or up or put one over here, put one up here. I don't know. But I knew that there was a lot of things going on that inspired the move. And, one was just the fact that all this gear is so precious and it's been accrued over time, all these toys and stuff. And where it was under all these water pipes. One water pipe thing would have been crushing. Just like, holy moly. So that's been driving me crazy. It's been sort of like, eating at me for a while. And so I was like, and then the move was going to be to take that table and move it to over here. But then I started thinking, actually, it was Kether's idea, and it was smart. She was like, you should take the table from out back and see if you like being there before you start, deconstructing this table and rebuilding it here. See how I like this spot first. So in a way, it's sort of a makeshift version of it. But in the process, I knew this was going to happen. There's been a lot that I've been dreaming about that was just too overwhelming, but a complete breakdown and reconfiguration lets you try all these ideas that the one thing that's been holding you back is the fact that it works the way it is, and it's complicated, and that cable goes around there. If I want to do that, I'd have to, and so you don't do those good ideas because you'd be like, oh, but then I'd have to. Well, this makes you have to start over anyway. So all those good ideas you've been procrastinating for months, no reason not to try them now because you're breaking it all down. So, like I say, there's so many toys now to play with. I can't wait just to come to go live and just start making stuff up, just playing with these toys in the sandbox. See, I can send this delay pedal. Hold on here. It's awesome. Oh, I see. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear root beer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rob. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, 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 happy
Ninth Amendment, Ninth Amendment, Ninth Amendment, Ninth Amendment, Ninth Amendment, Ninth Amendment. I was listening to Tom Waits sitting by the skate park, getting picked on by a duck, trying to catch a fish, if you know what I mean. It was somebody's birthday. We were having a party, me and those ducks. Me and those damn ducks.
Kids, do you realize what time it is? Do you have any idea what time it is? What time it is? What time it is?
This was how your day started. This was how your day started. This was how your day started. Don't bring it up, you'll be late to school. Don't bring it up, you'll be late to school. This was how your day started. This was how your day started. This was how your day started.
This was how your day started. This was how your day started. This was how your day started. This was how your day started. This was how your day
This was how your day started. 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 This was how your day started.
Now that was my birthday present to you, Rob. Happy birthday. Love you so much. All right, I'm going to do one more little listen to this banjo part before I let you go, before I let myself go. Just a couple edits while it's still fresh in the mind. I know one of the reasons I took so much liberties during the solo section the last time was because I liked an earlier one, so I knew I had that. So I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. I know I got that part. I like that one with the D ringing simply through it. So I had that. I remember that. I still don't know about the beginning. Did I keep getting sucked into the song? I kept trying to nail the beginning, but then I would get sucked in. This one comes in a little late, I see. Forgotten how it feels. Does it not need the first anything at the beginning? Not that. That's not bad. How about that? Forgotten how it feels to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma Nice, thanks, buddy.
would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world.
Look at you calling the banjo. Never would have thought it. I love it.
Oh, it's not the end of the world. Up storefronts, more storms on the way. Not for the wind, not for
Good night,
the
Ben.
rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh,
The new chicken
it's
and
not
rice.
the end of the world.
It's all extra innings these days, Kendi.
It's hard to tell from here who.
I might have gotten a little fancy there at the end, but I was right to like that solo section. Just simple and letting that D ring all the way through it. There's one note ringing all the way through it. Carries through like a drone.
Oh, it's not the end of the world.
In the solo.
Oh, it's not the end of the world. To tell from here who'll be there when the dust settles, when we clear.
I might have gotten a little carried away right there. I don't know if I did it better. These don't look that good.
It's hard to tell from. It's hard to tell from. It's hard to tell.
There it is.
Who'll be there when the dust settles, when we clear the air. All my friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma.
Was it need pliers, birthday boy?
It's not the end of the world.
Put some pliers down on this sucker.
Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world.
That's the one I stopped at.
Oh, it's not.
I still love it.
End of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world.
I don't even know where my jaw harp is. Wonder if it's even in the right key. Where is my jaw harp? Would it be clipped to my...
I wake up early in the morning.
Yeah, I have no idea where that is. No idea. Goombay! Hanging out in the Discord. Man, I'm loving that banjo. Such a good call. See, even on your birthday, you're just giving. Hooking us all up. Mm-mm-mm. Are you doing all right, Goombay? I'm just about to assume too much. Glad you're still with us.
I've forgotten how it feels to touch.
I'm going to just massage this mix for a second. Lately I've remembered. I almost want to sing it again now. I almost want to hear a guitar that doesn't not strum ever. I should be recording this. I gotta do it. You know, feel free to just leave me alone. If I look up and all of a sudden no one's watching anymore, nobody feel bad about that. That's fine. But I gotta do this. Almost wish I had a 12 string. Oh man, this another one of my tuning knobs is falling apart right in my hands. Oh, it just broke in my hand. It might be the last time that tuning knob ever tunes that string. That's so funny. It's just holding on. That's an intriguing idea, root beer. I like the last chord. I like that last chord. I fell off a couple of times. I don't know if it's a cut and paste deal or not. Oh my goodness. What did Rob say? Ye pudding pop. Ye birthday boy. Speaketh. Oh, man. See, it's a little squirrely, but I could cut and paste it. It definitely hops off rhythm a couple of times. There's no beat there. I need a click. Should mute the banjo. It's not quite in perfect time by any stretch of the imagination. Probably the accordion too. my God, that was almost perfect. Every time I thought to myself, "Oh my God, this is nice," well, I would mess up without fail. Oh, I hate that. As soon as you're like, "Oh, it's perfect," oh, don't think that. Don't ever think that. It's so it's you know what's so funny? It's like the same neural pathways as video games, because you know. Especially doing repeated takes like this, but you're just trying to get to the end of the level without dying. And the easiest way to die in this video game is to think, I made it. Yeah, I was feeling it, and then I maybe felt it too much. The guitar at the end, she's saying, dancing on the second yard line. Exactly right. But boy, there were some nice moments in that one. I could probably cut that guy up. Although I feel like spiritually I'm getting to the source. I feel like I'm in a state of meditation. I just need to keep doing it, keep breathing through it, keep letting it come through me. That was very meditative, that take. And I love those moments of self-awareness and the ego popping in and being like, "Oh, that's really nice," and that messing it all up. And epically. Of course. That's how it works. Oh, see it. That's a subtle science to do that really perfectly in time. Brian would hear that and be like, "Oh, I'm getting better at hearing it." I used to make records that would make you seasick because I couldn't even tell. I didn't know what was going on. Now I sort of get it. Doesn't mean I can do it yet, but baby steps. See, it stumbles there at the top. Ugh, ouch. Stumbles at the top here, too. I sort of like that. It sort of like falls in like Kramer coming into the room in Seinfeld or something. All right. I won't kill you guys with the tedium of this, though. I can either fix that, cut and paste it, or something. Probably have to re-record anything to get that. Could be wrong about that. What are these two banjos? All right, I think I know what I did. The banjo highlights even more how out of time. Now that I'm adding the strum, it really marks it in time, and you can hear the banjo's a little off. There's a way I could fix that too. All right, now I'm getting tired. Just had some bells ringing there. Just ding. Might cover the rhythmic blemishes. That's what we're going to hear with the vocal. Do I need to re-sing it? I do like that lyric change. I can't tell if I like this vocal anymore.
places to touch. Lately I've remembered too much. Now as winter quickly tightens the bind and the only open window is online, I keep seeing such good people in such situations, in such great pain. Sometimes I have to remind myself.
Cosmic's chiming in.
My grandma would say, oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Boarded up storefronts, more storms on the way.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Not for the wind, not for the rain, but for fear of a friend who might be lost in despair. Everything happens every day somewhere, and when it's your house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames.
It's your birthday, so I'll let you hear it.
Everything happens every day somewhere. And when it's my house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames.
I don't know if I cut those down or if my mic's at a very different setting than it was.
When it's my house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Day somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Something happens every day somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, it seems. When it's my house. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames.
That's nice.
When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to.
That's pretty nice. Here, let me fix the harmony.
Seems like it's all. It's your house. When it's your house that's burning down, seems like. Everything happens every day somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have. Everything happens every day somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. When it's my house house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames.
Birthday boy.
When it's your house, everything happens every day somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Everything happens every day somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I
Bada boom, bada bing. I'm with you, birthday boy. God, how much money do I have to send you now? Each month.
When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself everything happens every day somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Somewhere. When it's my house that's burning down, and it seems like it's all gone up in flames. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Hard to tell from here who'll be there when the dust settles, when we clear the air. All my friends are lunatics, so they'll probably survive. They'll probably be glad to be alive. That's what happened on the Titanic. On the Titanic, the musicians played. Sometimes I have to remind myself what my grandma would say. Oh, it's not the end of the world. 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 Oh, it's not the end of the world.
Man. Well, golly, gee willikers. No, it's not. Certainly is not. Well, you're all so beautiful. Honored birthday boy that you spent your birthday with us. Thanks for staying up, you night owls, with me. Sun's going to be coming up here soon. I'm supposed to get a day of snow. Snow is coming. That's what they say. At Look at that. It's 5:15 in the morning here. Sun's going to be coming through that window any minute now. I better run before I melt. For the rays of the sun hit me. Ethan Hawkins, tonight, 9 o'clock. Tell your ma, tell your pa. Our love's going to grow wall to wall tonight with Ethan Hawkins, 9 p.m. Everybody tune in. Tune in a few devices. Tend to be other people. Bring your whole family. Tell them to tune in. Share, share, share. Let's blow this up. I think we pretty much got the spaceship built to come running, kicking and screaming into 2021 like it's a brand new year, and fly this ship through the universe that we built in quarantine. We'll be coming out of our shells soon, but the show will go on. I found this. I enjoy this. I love this. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the inspiration. And we'll see you very, very soon. I'm going to be doing more surprise shows, too. I'll tell you that much. That's one thing you can count on. Surprises. Thanks for watching American Night Owl with Nathan Moore on the Hippie Fiasco Rides Again channel. That's on Twitch. It's on Facebook. It's on Discord. It's on YouTube. It's really a YouTube channel. Technically. But I don't even know what that means. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm talking during the anthem. That's more like it. Boy, we did some good work tonight. I'll tell you what, I'm psyched. I love that Birthday Boy comes in and just like picks up the song, just like makes it optimistic, gives it this nice breath of fresh air. It's not the end of the world. It's not. Just like Nana meant it when she said it. When Dad was complaining that his seedless grapes had freaking seeds.